Yep. Howdy, howdy. There were some technical issues that I totally attribute to YouTube hating us now. Hey, Keith, what's up? How is Pompano Beach, Florida? Pompano. I bet it's warm. All right. Yeah, so I tried to go live. I clicked create, go live, and it said a message popped up that said, oh, it's going to take 24 hours for you to request. You have to request it and you'll hear back within 24 hours. And I was like, wait, I thought I did this already. But we made it. Hola, mama. For anybody who doesn't know, we had a huge hiccup last night because I put a very sensitive clip, apparently, that the YouTube's hates. And not only did they block the entire video, but they made it so we couldn't discuss anything. So that's sketchy. It was about JFK. And then after I spoke to someone about it, they said, people have been having this issue today. Okay. And then they said they would get back to me and let me know if they could fix it. Luckily, it did eventually get fixed, but of course, in the middle of the night, we're not discussing it anymore, you know? So that was effective on their end. And yeah, so like the comments never came back. They gave me the option to trim out the clip, which I really didn't want to do. But I did because it's more important that we can stay communicating than it is that I put one clip up. We've got plenty of stuff to discuss. Oh, I couldn't find these. Right in front of me. Right in front of me. But yeah, so even after I trimmed out the clip, again, didn't want to, but playing the game for the sake of our corner family. Yeah, it did have something to do with that. People did not like that. So, James has the flu. They infected me. If I disappear, I didn't do it myself. Never thought you would, buddy. I'll say the clip was back in today. No way. I trimmed it out. That's confusing. I'm not sure what to make of that. So did you get to read my comment about the airplanes? I don't know. If I didn't respond, I may not have read it. I usually try and respond to everything that I get. I do apologize. I haven't been on much today or yesterday. It's just been a hectic time. Thank you. Strawberries. Kept seeing it back in there last night. That's wild. That's a weird gift. I don't trust it. I think I'm going to try and take it out still, even if they don't want me to, even if they're okay with it, just because I don't think it's worth it. You know, there are plenty of other things for us to discuss. It's silly to go down for that, especially because it's like we all already know something doesn't add up there. I am feeling better, much better. Thank you so much. It's a wild time, but it is not all bad. And I am very lucky. 100%. So thank you for asking. I'm going to take some water. Well, hello. And I must thank our dear Courtney because she gave us one of our awesome clips today. It's 9 minutes, and I am so, so grateful. No magic lights. We didn't start yet. We didn't start yet, Mama, but we will. Hold on. I hear someone meowing. I'm going to do this because my mom wants the lights, so we're going to do it. Boom. I don't know if I already mentioned this, but if you can tell, I have a lot more of these, but they go through the batteries like crazy. So what I did is I bought 2 different kinds of batteries because they were going out so fast. And I put this half one type and I put that half on another. And every one that was on that half went out. And every single one that's here, I put, yeah. There's a delay between my phone and mom's. So by turning down the volume, you look like a Chinese fighting movie. Cool. All right. Keith. All right. Let me see. One sec. I have to. My cat's meowing. One sec. Everything's fine. However, if you could see my setup right now, it is kind of a bit of a cluster. All right. So I have my light in a place that really made no sense to put it, because with one little wiggle of the desk, it would fall over, and that's what happened. Hold on. And I spilled something. It's okay though. Hey, what are we doing here? All right, we're just getting situated and then we shall get going. Come on, dude. Hi. Okay. Oh, it fell on my plants. Look at this. Oh, look at this. Okay. We're back. Are you drinking out of a milk jug? My water. But I poured it into a cup like a lady for the internet. Okay. But yeah, I brought the whole thing. I had a humidifier in here some of the other times because it gets so dry. Just like talking, and the lights. Maybe I'll preemptively turn them down a bit to prevent eye fatigue. All right. Now, if only I could get Purple to stop trying to drink my water. Buddy, it's distilled. It serves you in no way. We have the core. We're good to go. All right. We're going to start out. I can't get out of the back of my mind now and then this whole Wendy Williams thing. Something just rubs me the wrong way. No, we all know it's kind of weird. But this video is really interesting. So let's start with this. Oh, I already did the light thing. Magic's happening. Let's go. There I go.
Well, you see where I am, right? Where I am is this place where the people are older. I am part of the memory unit. A memory unit, in other words, what? Somebody who doesn't remember crap? Are you serious? This is my life.
Wendy Williams standing at a window inside her assisted living facility, offering a rare glimpse at what her life is like under conservatorship, as the former talk show host continues speaking out against her guardian, Sabrina Morrissey.
I've asked the guardian person for an iPad since years, it seems like, but an iPad. Can I please have my telephone back? Can I please be able to call, my family? What is the problem with me calling and talking to friends of mine?
We've got a lot to talk about. Cameras captured Wendy from outside as she talked with TMZ for the outlet's new doc, Saving Wendy, streaming on Tubi.
I am not allowed to go out. I can call you, but you can't call me. When I got involved with it, I didn't even know what a guardian was. You know what I'm saying? This is just, it's like I went from, 1,000 to 0 once I got involved with this guardian situation.
This coming nearly 1 year to the day since Lifetime dropped Where is Wendy Williams? The controversial docuseries showed Wendy often confused and struggling to speak. Months later in court docs, Wendy's guardian revealed she had frontotemporal dementia, a diagnosis Wendy denies.
Wendy, would you want to go to the Oscars?
Oscars?
Yeah. This weekend?
What's Oscars?
And as Wendy said, early on, if it could happen to her, it could happen to anyone. So I think it's important that people watch this with an idea of what can happen if a loved one is put under a guardianship.
In the last 30 days, I went out twice for my teeth, you know what I'm saying? And I want my life back.
Yeah. So that's just one I can't let go. I can't let this go. I feel like there's more information to find out, because what it seems like to me, especially when she was in the back of the car looking all bug-eyed and someone asked her if she wants to go to the Oscars, and her response is, what are the Oscars? And now you hear her and she's completely coherent. That sounds to me like someone who was drugged. Call me crazy, but they probably drugged her, made her look insane, or that she needed severe help, because when all of this first happened, what I understood of it, or at least what the narrative was, is that she had some sort of health issue, that it was never going to get better, and this was her life now, and she needed to be in a home. And then all of a sudden they started with the conservatorship. She had been in rehab countless times for alcohol and drugs. Yeah, but something about this one seems different, because they have a guardian assigned to her. That doesn't even seem like it's a family thing. Maybe it's an attention ploy to draw in viewers and ratings. I think it's because, if you're familiar with Wendy Williams at all, she tried to start talking about some truths that people didn't want. I'll find some more videos on this if people are interested, but I think it's just a silence thing, because now, why can't she be reassessed? To be, she sounds totally coherent and normal, right? She sounds, yeah, she's covered several conspiracies, absolutely. So I think it's just a way to silence somebody who has a platform that people actually listen to. Just like so many other people. Distilled water does make great coffee. Hi, everyone. I didn't know we were live. I was catching up on yesterday's videos comments. Yeah, unfortunately, they were unavailable. Sorry about that, guys. I spoke to YouTube for many, many minutes, I guess I'll say, because there was a lot of waiting involved. Last night, trying to get that stuff back. Were the drugs something she did by her choice or someone else? Well, my guess is that she obviously had a history with drugs and alcohol or whatever, but having a history with it doesn't mean that, it's different. It's different to have a history with drugs and alcohol versus you need to be homed with a guardian and you're not allowed to have your phone back. Why can't she have her phone? Wouldn't it be better for her mental health to stay in touch with people that are her friends and family? You need those connections to be okay, especially if you're going through something. Yeah, Diddy, he seems to be all over the place with these things. There was another video about Brittany Murphy I almost put in, but I think there's more to that. It's more than just one video. I've looked so much into the Brittany Murphy thing, and to me, it's more than that. But Diddy does seem to be a potential role there. Yeah, of course, Yep, they don't want her talking to people, because the more you talk to people, the more they know what's up. So that's my deal with Wendy Williams. But yes, poor Brittany Murphy, but poor Wendy Williams too. She's still here. It's the same with Brittany. That's exactly what happened. To me, that's the Brittany template. They figured it out. They figured out a loophole that's, a mental break. Well, when there's a mental break, we need somebody to care for them. So let's make it her dad or someone that you think you should be able to trust theoretically. Right? But that just doesn't seem to work out so well. And then Brittany is just broken out there. I don't know what's going on with her. And then I think people started thinking, well, the mental break is what we need to take that control. I want that control. Let's manufacture a mental break like Wendy Williams. That's my thing. Hola, friends. Hola, Dave. Yep. So that's all I got for Wendy Williams. But I will say, not letting it go. I'm not going to let that go. Because imagine if somebody took one of us because we're here on this channel talking about this stuff and suddenly you're hearing, well, that person that made those videos that we all gathered here for is no longer here because she's in a mental facility and she needs someone to look after her and she can't have her phone. So you guys won't ever talk to her again. I mean, if that ever happens, be suspicious because I'm fine. There is nothing like that. Nothing like that. Yeah, I know. I'm scared. Last night, I got a little shook when they blocked my video. I was really scared. I was thinking something like they're going to show up at my door. We knew too much. But that's crazy. All right. Check this out. We don't need all the music, but check that out. It's just a cool sun phenomenon. Somebody said it was a sundog, but I don't know if it was. It's really just the reflection of the snow because the snow is flying through the air and it's all sparkly and magical. It's like a portal. Tell me you wouldn't walk through that if you saw it. What is happening? Why do you... What? Buddy. All day. All day. I come kiss him. I come pet him. I walk in here because he's allowed in here all the time. He's always sitting in the chair. Camera goes on and it's like, let's knock everything over. Sun drops. Yeah, immediately. I'd be in that thing. Get that magic dust in the DNA. Oh my gosh, I meant to put this video up. Darn it. I took a really cool video this morning. I think it's kind of cool. I was out with the rooster and I looked down on the ice and there was this tiny little bug, like I don't know, some sort of little flying guy. And he's just walking on the ice. And it's definitely a summertime creature that you see around more. And I thought he needed help because he was just sitting on the ice. So I tried to pick him up and he just kind of scurried away from me. And I was just thinking, I think this guy works for the government. So, yeah, I meant to put it in. I totally forgot. Question: at night, when you look up at the sky and see the moon, if there are clouds in front of it, do you guys see the clouds as different colors of the rainbow? I think it depends. I think stuff like that, for me at least, I've seen things like that with full moons a lot. So much reflection, especially if you live out in the middle of nowhere without all the sun pollution or the light pollution. I think you definitely see all sorts of rainbowy flares, stuff like that. I just thought it was pretty cool. Portal. And the sparkles flying all around it. I mean, it's hard to not feel like this is the portal to a Disney movie. Was it full? You know, I kind of thought it was full because I was looking out the window and I could see everything as though it was daylight. And with the snow on the ground, it reflects and basically is lit daylight. I live in the middle of nowhere and I see all sorts of colorful stuff. Me too. Out here, I regularly see lights around the moon. Yeah. It's pretty cool. I think it's alien time.
I was looking at the thermals, just kind of scanning back and forth. I'm going to say it's probably about 200 meters. I kind of see something raise up. An object kind of come off the floor from that distance.
Send a red 4, Roger.
I would probably say it went about 25 meters off the ground. I started elevating upward, and I was like, this is weird. What the hell is this?
This thing is just lifting up, and they're watching it. They're like, what is that super luminous thing in the middle of nowhere, Iraq?
I was like, man, I gotta film this. Started filming, so I was looking through my camera screen and keep continually raising. You know, I'm using that as like a giant scope to like catch everything. I swayed to the left, to the right, and then went upward and didn't go straight up, but it veered a little bit, and almost like a back and forth motion. It just kept going up, and I was like, what the hell's this guy doing? I knew it wasn't right.
But when he finally gets zoomed in and you see the shape,
it was almost like a dish-looking thing with like something kind of slightly protruding out of the top, maybe. I'll say 25 feet, like across, I don't know, from the top to the bottom, maybe 15 feet or something like that.
Yeah. I thought that was pretty crazy. Of course, my first thought is drone or something like that, but I don't know. I don't know. It's not my preference to find videos that are clips from like History Channel or anything like that. Not that they are not valid sometimes, but I just think it adds a little bit of skepticism, really, more than validity. Is that crazy to think that if something's on like a documentary on the History Channel, I feel less likely to believe it? I feel like it's the movie magic steps in. And I really blame reality TV for that. Like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of like any of those ghost hunting shows, because I love those shows and I still watch them so much. But you can't help but feel like it's for the show. But this one kind of got me. I don't know. What do you think? What do we think here? As far as the Troxler effect, I did not, and I'm sorry. If you find one that you think is worthy of showing, please, you can just definitely go ahead and email it to me, and that would definitely work. Today, I only, for I think like an hour and a half, I looked for videos, if that, so I just didn't have that much time to look for, and there are several other things I wanted to look for, and including that bug video, I just didn't get to put it up. Craziest thing I saw out to sea was a Fata Morgana mirage. What is this? Made it late? You're not that late. We only played 3 clips. This is the 3rd. Yeah, I'm not sure what that is. A Fata Morgana mirage. What is? I don't know what that is. I wanted to make some sort of joke of what I thought it was, but I couldn't. It does sound fancy. Like it comes with a side of garnish or something. Thank you. Appreciate it. You have to Google it, but it's crazy. Cool. Will do. Apparently disclosure in the next 5 days. Think it's true. Now, what do we mean by disclosure? Because there's so many things to disclose. Know what I'm saying? Can't wait for the video you're putting up that I sent you. It's next, actually. It's the longer one with all of the mythical creatures. I love it. Oh, it's a floating ship mirage. Interesting. Yeah. All right. We're going to move forward. This one's really cool. It's 9 minutes and it's on mythical creatures. I can't help it. I love them. Courtney loves them. We love them. We're playing it. And I'm just going to pause at certain points to see what you guys think or if anybody has anything to say about it, but it's cool. Our radars that were line of sight could not see the ship, but it's a mirage of a ship on the horizon. And then the ship is flipped upside down over the same ship. What? What does that look like if you take a photograph of it? Are you able to photograph the mirage? I wonder. Not enough to get me out to sea, but I'm intrigued. One sec. I am texting my mom. And purple's back. All right, let's get into mythical things. Hello, Sarah. Hello, hello. Welcome back. Oh my goodness, he really wants my water. Hey, White. Okay. Beep. I believe there were giants as well, but I also believe there kind of still are. Have you guys ever met a basketball player?
Terrifying mythical creatures from around the world. Again. If you're from my neck of the woods or are fans of a certain hockey team, you might be familiar with the Jersey Devil. Let me set the mood. It's a dark, stormy, cliche spooky night where we find this withering old broad. This is Mother Leeds, a presumed witch on the verge of slopping out her 13th crotch goblin. Problem is, she didn't actually want this child because, well, 12 children is doable, 13 is just absurd. So during this pregnancy, she had wished that the devil himself would take this child from her, and that's apparently enough to make a binding contract. The baby was born and looked as cute as a button, but as it aged, it began to evolve into a twisted monstrosity, transforming into the Jersey Devil. It is described as having a horse-like body, a goat head, a forked tail, and large menacing wings that allow it to soar through the pine trees of southern New Jersey in the United States. But is he real? Well, back in 1909, there was a moment of panic as several reports across the states of Pennsylvania, Delaware, and New Jersey stated sightings of the winged beast. Some claims involved the killing of livestock, an attack on a trolley car, and even an attack on a social club. The reported attacks caused mayhem on local businesses and schools closed out of fear. The Philadelphia Zoo even put up a $10,000 reward for the capture of the creature, which still remains unclaimed to this day. So if you ever find yourself unlucky enough to actually be in New Jersey itself and are traveling down the empty county roads in the dense pine barrens, keep an eye to the night sky as he hunts for prey. If you don't catch a glimpse, your hairs may stand on end when you hear his blood-curdling screeches, but also his fresh rhymes. Ever have the insatiable craving for the flesh of a fellow human? Well, you might just be a Wendigo, or you need to seek some professional help. Or both. Just a little ways up into the Great White North of Canada is where we find the origins of the Wendigo legend. Stemming from the folklore of the indigenous Algonquin Native American tribe, the Wendigo is said to either be an evil spirit or a creature in its own right. It is described as a thin, emaciated corpse with long, sharp claws on its little fingies. Its skin is sallow and gray, giving it a sallow and gray appearance. It also sports a stylish deer skull and antlers, which is a great distraction from the fact that you have 0.67 seconds left to live now that you've seen one. The Wendigo mercilessly hunts down any prey that gets lost in the woods on dark, cold, wintry nights. It is never satisfied when it feasts and must relentlessly seek out more prey. Every time it does feed, it grows larger in proportion, but always looks like it skipped every gym day possible. A Wendigo can grow as large as 15 feet, which, I mean, at that point you might as well just give up as they have exceptional hearing and eyesight, so there's no point in hiding. Oh yeah, I said they, because there can be multiple. But if you are feeling like these Wendies need to go, you can test your luck in ripping one's heart out and setting it on fire to banish it to the Shadow Realm forever. Just remember that there are others waiting nearby. Let's take a skip across the pond to Ireland, the home of rain, redheads, beer, and the Dullahan. Never heard of the Dullahan? Well, I'm gonna tell you about the Dullahan. He is known as the Harbinger of Death, a foreboding figure that leaves nothing but destruction in his wake. The Dullahan is described as a headless horseman with clothes and a horse blacker than black, giving him the appearance of a character you have yet to unlock. He carries his head in one hand and a human spine whip in another, which he uses to whip out the eyes of anyone who dares to look upon him. Oh look, the Dullahan. Hey. The Dullahan is also a bit of a party pooper, showing up on holidays and festivals to fill his quota of bodies and to step on your cake. Oh, my cake. So if you want to avoid this guy, there's two possibilities. One is that you're his target and there's absolutely nothing you can do, so... But if you're not his intended victim, be sure you're carrying at least a single gold coin in your pocket or wearing gold jewelry, as the Dullahan hates gold for some reason. You ever see a Dullahan chasing down a blinged out rapper? I didn't think so. Right across the Irish Sea is Scotland. It's like Ireland, but more Scottish, and they've got some pretty interesting creatures in their repertoire. But today, we will be looking at the Ach Ishka. Yeah, doesn't sound how it looks, does it? The Ach Ishka is a malevolent water spirit that takes on the form of a horse because Ach Ishka literally means water horse in Scottish Gaelic. So what does it look like? Pretty much a wet horse. Some interpretations have it with fins or claws, but a wet horse just seems funnier to me. What isn't funny is why it is so evil. The malevolent mare is said to roam the nearby sea, but can trot around on land where you may even be able to mount and ride the demonic horse if you've got the stones for it. The problem is, once you've climbed aboard, you become permanently stuck to its back if it smells or even sees water, and, you know, being a water spirit, that's pretty much a given. Once you've locked onto the saturated steed, it makes a beeline for the sea. It can breathe underwater. You can't. So you can see why you'd be in a bit of a pickle. The Ach Ishka will drag you down to the darkest depths where you will be ripped from its back and consumed, with only your stinky liver remaining to float to the surface as proof of your demise. Maybe you shouldn't ride on the back of a demonic horse? I don't know. But if you feel like you don't stand a chance, I suppose you could load up a blunderbuss full of silver to convert the horse demon into a pasta sauce. But first, make sure it's not just a normal horse you're aiming at. The Black Plague wasn't fun for anyone. Millions died to an invisible force that ravaged Europe, Asia, and Northern Africa. So, what's the best way to make sense of such an unknown cause of death? Why, make up a horrifying mythical nightmare creature, of course. In Norway, you may hear tales of the Pesta, a decrepit old witch that was the personification of the Black Plague itself. She is described as a dusty old hag dressed in black with the typical dead, sunken eyes. You've seen this stuff before. I mean, how scary could it really be? Grandma Plague is always traveling, either on foot, by boat, or even flying, with no true destination but only with the intention of spreading desolation and despair. She can show up to your house at any moment. Grabbing some breakfast? Pesta. Doing laundry? Pesta. Petting your cat? Check again, because you're petting the Pesta, and she loves it. This crusty old bitch comes equipped with either a broom or a rake, which, according to legend, determines the magnitude of death that she will leave behind. So remember this: if you see a rake, a few are left in her wake. If you see a broom, you're all fucked. Unfortunately, since she is the representation of the plague, there is no way to truly defeat her. Your best bet is to maintain your distance from others and practice good hygiene. Either that, or you can give her a quick spray of bleach. If you've ever glanced at a mirror and taken a look at the gorgeous creature standing before you, then you know what a doppelganger looks like. Or at least you know what your doppelganger looks like, because that's what a doppelganger is. An identical, non-biologically related copy of you. So, sorry twins, you gotta sit this one out. You guys are creepy enough as it is. Originating from German folklore, it's unknown what this creature's true form is, as it instantly mimics the first person it lays eyes on. These mischievous little scamps will try to ruin your reputation by committing evil deeds and tricks while assuming your identity. So, it could be a valid excuse to relieve you of responsibilities for your actions. Farted in class? Nah, wasn't me. Terrible credit score? Wrong guy. Mass arson? My hands are clean. Even if you're innocent and all that, what's concerning is that the doppelganger can actually start to influence your own decisions by planting evil thoughts in your head by means of telepathy. So if you're sweating bullets as you're tempted to swipe the officer's service weapon when he stops you for a minor traffic infraction, that's just a doppelganger talking. But you have to resist. Just don't resist the officer or you'll end up looking down a barrel.
Hey, you're finally awake.
But if you do have to prove your innocence when side by side with your copy, there's a couple features that can tell you two apart. For one, the doppelganger has no shadow, so that's an easy giveaway. It also lacks a reflection, so it could just be a vampire that looks like you, or it's the doppelganger. Either way, that thing isn't you. You're you. Aren't you? And so there you have it. More spooky
I feel like that last one is just going to really confuse people who are twins. They're just going to look at each other with skepticism from now on. Like, what do you got going on over there? That was a really good video. They made it so entertaining with their little music and the raps and the clever commentary. I like that a lot. They're really scary though. I think let me see. The one scared me more than anything. The Jersey Devil is something that is just like permanently ingrained being from New Jersey, and especially the Pine Barren area. That's where they say the Jersey Devil lives. Oh my God. My mom texted me the funniest thing just now while we were doing this, but I can't say it here because it was an autocorrect and it was really inappropriate. But it was funny because it's my mom. My grandpop are him. Who is real? That was a good one. Thank you, Courtney. Everybody, thank Courtney. Appreciate that. Appreciate that one a lot. Point in case. This one, okay. This is another celebrity thing. I really don't love to put celebrity things, but this is one that's been bothering me ever since I saw it. And we've never discussed it here, and I don't know how. But here we go.
You saw my last video of a picture J-Lo uploaded on Instagram, and in the background, in like a closet area, you see a man with his mouth covered. A lot of you didn't believe me. Khalil, you're reaching. That's a dog. Khalil, that's a photoshopped picture. Khalil, it's a t-shirt. No, you're all wrong. I did some digging and finally found a real answer of what it supposedly is.
On Instagram, because you posted a photo of you in the gym. People were frightened because there was a man behind you in a window with his mouth, a hand over his mouth. Like,
that was a Zoom. He's like, I don't know what he was doing, if he was sneezing or coughing, but it was just like...
Who was it?
Somebody... It was some real estate guy that Alex was on Zoom with. I don't know.
But yeah, I told y'all there was a man in that closet. And I guess now we know the reason why.
No. 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 I don't buy this for a darn second. First of all, I didn't even think this was at the gym. I kind of thought this was at our house. I think it's all a big backpedal of making it seem normal when it's absolutely not normal. That person is absolutely duct taped.
You saw my last video of a picture J-Lo uploaded on Instagram.
Look at that. So I just don't believe that this is at like a regular gym and this guy's just back here chilling. Like right there with, it's easier if I just do this. No, it's not. It's not easier if I do that. That's crazy. She's just got some dude duct taped in the closet. That doesn't make any sense. Why? She definitely has a gym at her house. You think this girl's going to the gym every day? Please. Here, hold on. I want to zoom in more because this one has just, I don't know. It's gotten me. It's got me for so long. Ever since I saw it, and I know it's old. I know that. Guys, I know that. But I can't help how I feel about it. Look at this. Outrageous. And what's absolutely worse is, think about this. She took this photo, this random selfie in front of the mirror, but this guy is right there over her shoulder, right in the background. They put it in plain sight. Don't tell me she didn't see this guy and put this in here on purpose. Let's see her face. Let's see if we trust her. Nah. No. Look at that. I almost think that she's kind of looking at that guy. She got Taco Bell at her house. Okay, well, I mean, maybe I'll forgive her for this and head over there then because I love Taco Bell. Yeah. It's wild. The woman's head with the inside sight. That's so weird. Superpowers activate. James, are you okay? I feel so bad that you feel like you're dying over there. Backup dancers gagged in the back room. Missed a step. That guy works at Taco Bell when he's off duty. You put cheese in it. It's his COVID mask. No, I feel like you mean it. Thank you, Nicholas. I appreciate you being here. The fandom is mutual, I assure you. I appreciate you guys so much. There is no way. I don't believe this guy's masked. Although that is a really good. I don't like cheese. That's why I said cheese. But some cheese is okay. I can tolerate some. I don't know. I guess it could be the mask thing. Is this them brainwashing me? Is that what I'm feeling right now? Phobias, yes. Bad flu combined with life. Oh no. Do you have popsicles? And do you have ice for a washcloth? That's what you need. You do not like cheese, you must be brainwashed. Not that part. And don't act like you don't know that. Do you not know that I don't like cheese, mother? Is that what I'm hearing? I have real concerns if you don't know that I don't like cheese. If he was on Zoom, why a mask? I don't know. You better know. You want to hear a story, guys? I'm going to tell you a story about my mom. Since she's here and she can't say anything. One day, when I was like a teenager, or early 20s, I don't know, sometime a very long time ago, we lived in this town, in this adorable little house, and we used to go to this deli all the time, and we would have poker nights, or we would watch NASCAR. We would do all this stuff, right? So hold on one sec. I think I missed something. Oh, she needs to do something about phobias. I will. You're really good at finding videos, so if you want to help me on out, Courtney. So anyway, we went to this deli all the time. We would get sandwiches, and this is before I was a vegetarian, and I would get turkey and mustard, and it was my thing. My mom ordered these stuffed peppers, and it had ham and, you know, whatever stuff goes into a stuffed pepper. I don't know. So she ordered them, and then I went into the kitchen, and she said, "Debbie, try this." And I said, "Mom, please don't do this." And she said, "Come on, for me." And I said, "Mom, first of all, I really like the meat's weird, and it's like mixed meats. I don't know, it was weird." And then I said, "I know for a fact these things have cheese. Spam me all you want." I was like, stuffed peppers usually have cheese in them. I know that for a fact. And she's like, "I would not, hey, I would not do that to you, baby girl." Okay. Yeah, look at this. Prosciutto. Yeah, well, now she's admitting it. But at the time she said, "I know you don't like cheese, baby. I know that. I would never do that to you. Come on, just try it. I think you're really going to like it." And I was like, "Mom, I can literally guarantee you that I'm not going to like this because I know myself." That's not my mom. Courtney's not my mom. Kathy is my mom. Courtney is Jason's daughter. So she lies. I remember this vividly. Vividly, mother. We were standing in the kitchen. "Come on, baby girl." So I said, "Okay, fine. You know what? My mommy is telling me that she wouldn't do this to me, and she knows how I feel about cheese." I took one bite of that thing. It was just, like, it was so much cheese, not to mention all the other weird meats inside. The only good part about it was really the pepper. I ran immediately into the bathroom, and I was like, "Mom, why?" And she thought it was so funny. That's a story about Kathy, guys. But I appreciate that she tried to do the parental thing and get me out of my comfort zone. But I think about this sometimes, mother. And every time, in fact, that I see stuffed peppers, I think of you. Oh, mama. You're funny. You're not far from me, Jason and Courtney. All right. Let's see. This one is really sucky and sad. I'll make it bigger so you guys can read it, but
como tarimas en el camión. Ay, yo me quiero esa...
Imagínese que llegue y la vean así.
Ya está que tranquilizarse para llegar bien a su casa a cuidar a sus hijos. Tranquilo.
Que Dios aún no trae lo que se les escapa.
Llévame a mi casa. Yo solamente quiero un médico para despertar. Muchos niños, ay, como tarimas en el camión. Ay, yo me quiero eso mismo. Sí, pero yo me va a ver allá.
So for context, for those who ask what's happening, this woman, I believe she's a truck driver, delivery driver, something like that, and she found a truck that had children in it. And this is her absolutely melting down, as all of us would. And yeah, so this is her reaction after finding that, and it's devastating, and it makes my heart like stop to listen to. But it's because here's the thing, right? So let's say, you know, she saw this and she's out here having this really sad moment where she found this and she's panicking. No one's gonna listen because this is so widespread. It's such a problem that even this video, I mean, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? You know? So I don't know. I really don't know why I wanted to put that in there. I just really did. Hold up. You guys might have to bear with me because the other videos that I did.
Relationship.
Oh, okay. I just forgot to rename them. So it was like all the names from last time. And I'm just like, oh no. Oh no. And people are saying that this woman passed away. Yeah. So that's, I mean, why is it that people just keep passing away as soon as... I don't know what's going on in the comments right now. Okay, we're gonna move on here. This one is about the very annoying situation between these two. I'm sorry to anybody who doesn't like it, but this was such a video that was well put together that you need to hear it, and so do I.
Between Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift always felt a bit off. What if I told you that I think I have proof that this is not only a fake relationship, but a multi-level marketing insurance scheme? Now, if you watch the NFL, you notice a very specific commercial that plays at every single ad break. And no matter what the context of the ad is, it's always a State Farm ad. Now, we know that the NFL has a relationship with State Farm, and they've had one since about 2004, for over 20 years. But specifically, they've had one with the Kansas City Chiefs just over the last couple. And here is where things start to get weird. Now, we know that State Farm, like the rest of the country, is fully aware of the relationship between Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. But knowing something isn't capitalizing off of it. So one day, as a publicity stunt, Jake from State Farm linked up with Donna Kelce, Travis Kelce's mom, and it did exactly what it was supposed to do. It caught a lot of media attention, and nobody was really thinking anything of it. But I wanted to look into who set this up. And after just doing like a little bit of digging, it turns out that this media agency, Maximum Effort, was the ones who set this up. And their co-founder is Ryan Reynolds. So it was him that helped set up Donna Kelce with Jake from State Farm to help State Farm capitalize off the relationship between Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. And that one mistake opened up the floodgates into the rest of this investigation. You see, I started getting curious as to when this relationship first started, or even who first reported it. When I stumbled across this tweet, that seems to be the earliest tweet talking about Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's relationship, the one that broke the story. And then I saw this link, so I decided, let's just click it. And when I did, it brought me to this torn down URL website that read The Messenger. So I got curious and I wondered, what was The Messenger? And well, as it turns out, that The Messenger is the one who broke the news about Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, and which I thought that was weird. So I looked into The Messenger, and it only turned out that they had only opened 4 months prior to breaking this news. And I was thinking to myself, how did a brand new publication have the inside scoop on the #1 pop star in the world? Somebody who spends millions of dollars a year on security, there's no way that this brand new publication got that inside scoop. Until I looked into who owns the Messenger. And that's when I ran into a man named Jimmy Finkelstein, who owns and started the publication, who recently sold another publication for $130 million. But you see, the weirdest part about this publication, that it just broke this news about the world's biggest pop star just 4 months prior, 4 months after opening, is that only 4 months after that, they shut down completely, only lasting 8 months. So then I thought to myself, man, if I was Mr. Finkelstein, I'd be really angry. So I started looking up Mr. Finkelstein's statements on why the publication shut down, only to find out that it costed $50 million to start. Oh my God, I'd be so mad if it was $50 million that I used of my own money. That's the weird thing. See, it turned out after doing some digging that it was actually started by 5 donors that gave about $10 million each. First one is Josh Harris, or co-founder of Apollo Global, an investment firm that manages over $600 billion in assets. And it was his company who back in 2016 acquired ADT for about $7 billion. And then in 2022, State Farm acquired 15% equity ownership worth $1.2 billion in ADT. And I can go on and on about the other 4 founders that started the publication that got the inside scoop that's only 4 months old, that Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce were together. But no matter what road you take, they all have invested interest in hundreds of billions of dollars in State Farm. And that's not even the craziest part. See, every time I Googled Finkelstein, a woman named Pamela Gross Finkelstein would pop up. And the name next to it, every single time, was Blake Lively, Ryan Reynolds' wife and best friends with Taylor Swift. So you're probably thinking to yourself, okay, State Farm gains a lot out of this. They get free publication, they get Taylor Swift, they get the NFL, they get Travis Kelce. But what does Taylor Swift and the NFL get out of being possibly a part in all this? Well, while I was researching for another video, I had noticed that every single time I had clicked on Taylor Swift's music video, no matter which one it was, a State Farm ad would play behind it every single time, which is very strange, because if you know anything about YouTube advertisement, is that you know it's always supposed to be completely random. So here is my theory. I think State Farm and the NFL approached the biggest pop star in the world and said, hey, we need to make more money. Taylor Swift came back and said, okay, cool, but how are we gonna push that to the public? She then brought the idea to Ryan Reynolds, absolute marketing genius, who also owns a marketing agency, and he came up with a absolute game-changing plan. You gotta make people care here. So he set up Jake from State Farm with Donna Kelce, and then the wheels started turning. Ryan then brought that whole idea to his wife, Blake Lively, and she said, hey, wait, I think I know a guy. Yeah, I became good friends with this billionaire's wife back a couple years ago in 2011 when she came to a party of mine to honor me. The wife had nothing to lose, so Blake, Ryan, the wife, and Taylor Swift all brought it to this dude and said, hey, we need somebody to put this out there. And he said, hey, I sold my company for $130 million months ago. I mean, yeah, sure, I'll do it, but I'm not gonna do it with my own money. State Farm then said, and we can help with that. 5 founders then got together and created the Messenger. 4 months later, they then organically threw this out there. 4 months after that, he played his role and he just shut this down. Taylor then possibly approached State Farm, or State Farm then possibly approached Taylor and said, hey, there's literally no way I'd be able to pay you this amount of money up front. You are way too big of an artist. Instead, why don't you just let us put our ad in front of every single one of your videos? We'll give you about 90 to 100% of the ad revenue. You'll get paid throughout the entire time that we have your ads on our videos, and we'll be promoted. And so now you might be asking, okay, cool, all these people gain so much, but the main player here is the NFL. So what do they gain in doing any of this? The NFL has made about $1 billion since Travis and Taylor started dating, due to viewership and jersey sales. And since in 2010, the NFL had changed from a sports league to an entertainment company as to cover any legal corners. So what would hurt putting them through the playoffs to the Super Bowl to keep the viewership high all season long because of Taylor? Well, the answer is nothing. But maybe it's just all one big theory.
I was mind blown when I listened to this. This was like, it started and I'm like, oh, you know, another Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce thing that nobody wants to hear about. And as I listened, I was just like riveted. And then I just thought, wow, this person did so much research, like more than I ever would have done. Or I just want to put that out there because I've never been more convinced, although I already kind of suspected that sorry, reading. Are you okay? Suffering together. Are you guys not okay? Yeah, so it's also convoluted. I understand it's the entertainment industry and really its sole purpose is to entertain us by making us interested. Mother. Yes. I don't know why I said yes. Like I couldn't just say yes, Mom. Do you not think they are a real couple? No, I don't. I don't. I don't. I think it's all very contrived. I don't know. I think it's contrived. I thought that kind of from the beginning because I don't know. They just don't seem like a very good couple. I'm not saying they don't in public, but something about it just feels not real. She's his beard. Yeah, they're each other. Yeah. That's what I think. I don't know what anybody else thinks. I don't know. I just think that so many relationships in Hollywood, it really is all just for entertainment. The sports seem to be for entertainment, the outcomes of things like that, like relationships of celebrity couples. I'm not saying I don't believe any of them, but I do believe there's a great deal of scripting involved in so many ways. So many things that look like they're playing out. I don't think they are. I think that they were always planned. My mom believes. Why? You just want to believe. You just want to believe. I'm team Justin Baldoni. Yeah, man, me too. That poor guy. That poor guy is being done dirty. And the fact that they're willing to basically sacrifice, like, what if his wife wasn't amazing? What if they weren't soulmates? What if that wasn't the person that stood by him from the beginning, but long before they were famous? What if that was somebody who didn't believe what she was saying? What if that was somebody he wasn't totally honest with her about, so she didn't feel threatened in any way? What if it destroyed their family because they want to play these games? It's not games. It's real. It's real life for these people. And he could have lost everything if he was with somebody else. So. Yeah, so that's okay. Apollo needed you. Little too close to hijack. Alrighty. Check out this in New Jersey. Let's go. What the fuck? Oh, that was it? Oh, I thought this was way longer. Woo! Thought this was way longer, but what do we make of this thing? Huh? Huh? So glad I have almost no idea who these people are. Yeah. My mind's been polluted already. I already have to know. Yeah, I just wanted to play that and see if anybody thought has any ever seen anything like this in the sky. It does strike me as maybe it was a foggy day and it's some sort of drone with a light, and maybe this is just the prism around it, like we were kind of talking about earlier. Her job was to disrupt Travis so the Eagles, who didn't need any help, could win. Mm-hmm. You know it. I want to see it with an old 35mm camera. Yeah, who doesn't? Is it an angel? It could be. It could be. I could see that. I really don't know what to think. It does look like there is a singular light source. Yeah, the hologram, the blue beam, all that. I'm with you, but I just don't think that everything can be fake. You know? I don't think that everything we see, all of these videos, I don't think that everything can be not real. It can't just all be holograms and AI. It can't be. Right? Some stuff is real and it's just getting buried by people who are desensitized to it. It shouldn't shift like that with just light refraction. Yeah, let's watch again. I'll turn it down though, because no need for all that. It looks like a triangle. Look at that. It's pretty though. That is pretty. I like that. I like it. Rapture coming. Should shift the Jersey Angel. Oh, is there such a thing? We've got the Jersey Devil and the Jersey Angel. I like that. Biblically accurate angel or a jellyfish in the sky. Has anyone ever seen anything like this? It's okay to be skeptical. It's really okay to be skeptical. I think it's most important and most healthy to question everything like this. There are things you don't question, and there are things you question. That's what I think. There has to be a certain level of just believing and knowing, and then there has to be a certain discernment of, how do you know if it's really the sky? Because I said it. Sarah, not seen them in the UK. Really? I know there's a lot of stuff in the sky out there, though. Lots. Can't be because I've seen far too much with my... Exactly. That's what I was going to say. I know for a fact. But the flash of light makes me think it's not a hologram. I don't think it is. Oh, man, I wish this was longer. I really do. David has seen red orbs way up in Arizona. A lot of dancing around. Love to see something. Luke, this with my telescope. Oh my gosh. I got my telescope out in Maine a bunch of times. Oh, wild skies out there. Wild. I took a couple of pictures, but it was so difficult to keep it not shaking. It was tough. Not like that, but more than anyone, the things I've seen. Yeah. There's no way you could see what you've seen and not be a believer. 100%. Star in a jar. What's a star in a jar? We've talked about that before, I believe. Oh man, I guess I have one more. It's covered in cloud 90% of the time here in north of UK. I know. I know. It's pretty cool though. I like myself a little grim sky. Pull up Star in a Jar on YouTube. Okay. I'm going to do that right now. One sec. Oh, actually, it may not let me because I'm in the live. Oh, wait, but it has to because I've done it before. Here we go. Star in a jar. All right. You know what? If you guys don't mind one sec, I will say this really quick and we can learn about Star in a Jar. I just need to find... Download. Bear with me, please. Feel free to talk amongst yourselves. I'm just going to grab this video and put it in so we can see more about the star in a jar. Download. All right. Someone, if I ask, remind me that our happy clip is named Madonna, even though it has nothing to do with Madonna because I forgot to change the name. Because I might find it, I might lose it as I'm adding more videos. So, all right, here we go.
It's a process called sonoluminescence.
The first time I saw sonoluminescence was in a darkened room. I was transfixed to look at this spherical flask of fluid. And you look into the center, and in the center see a glowing blue-purple light, which could be seen with the unaided eye. It looked like a star in the heavens.
Seth Putterman called it the star in a jar, a tiny spot of bright light contained in a flask of liquid. This star in a jar is made when a sound wave is passed through a small bubble inside a flask of liquid.
What? What? I'll shake the hand of who could that be?
And this sound wave makes the bubble do something remarkable. First it expands, then it collapses. And this collapse happens so violently that vapor molecules trapped inside the bubble slam together and heat up so much that the bubble gives off an incredible burst of heat and light, several thousand times a second, giving the appearance of a star. What made the phenomenon so exciting was the temperature of this star in a jar. On its surface alone, the light burns at tens of thousands of degrees. And Seth Putterman now contemplated a tantalizing possibility. Could the core of the collapsing bubble be even hotter? Hot enough for fusion?
One of the mysteries of sonoluminescence is to determine exactly how hot the interior of the bubble gets. In the sun, the interior can be millions of degrees, hot enough to cause fusion. And the thought crossed my mind that perhaps inside the collapsing bubble, the interior of the bubble might also get hot enough to cause fusion.
If so, this would be something truly amazing. By simply bombarding tiny bubbles with sound waves, temperatures of over 10 million degrees would be...
I love that several people have said they thought I just started singing like operatically. Can you imagine how off-putting that would be if I did that right now?
created. And nuclear fusion, the same reaction that powers the sun, would be happening almost effortlessly here on Earth.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking, what if we're just in a jar somewhere? This really makes me think about stuff like that. Could we be in some big jar somewhere? On a shelf of tons of jars? I've talked about this before, but whenever I see something like moss, you know, or because you'll see like little tiny bits of moss that have come detached from the rest of it. And of course you go and put it back and hope that it grows back. But I always look at those and I think there is a world in there. That little tiny moss spot is something's entire habitat. They're little creatures who just live there. And they eat there and they have whatever form of love and care and responsibility. Just like ants. If you go outside and watch ants, they have roles. Like they all have roles. One day last summer, I was sitting out on the back steps and I don't know for whatever, there was like this little hole in the cement and all of these ants kept going in. And this one little ant came up and I don't know for what reason he needed this piece of equipment. This material, but he came up with, he's an ant, right? So he's very small, but he comes up with a tiny little twig that's like this big, millions of times bigger than he is. And he goes up to his little hole and I see him just repeatedly like trying to get it down there, but he couldn't make it. Like, it was just like, instead of going in. So I watched him for a little bit. You know, you want him to do it himself, but I saw that he was struggling and other ants were going in and he needed to get in there. So I put my hand down and he kind of backed off of the stick a little and I picked it up and I turned it and I put it down the hole just a little and then he ran back over and then he grabbed it from the bottom and took it in. And I thought, I'm just a person, right? But that little ant is going about his life, not realizing or not really being affected by my presence, right? And to him, to his perspective, what just happened is he needed to go bring this twig down there for whatever they've got going down there in the undergrounds of Antland, right? And out of nowhere, when he was struggling, something came and made it fit. It was scary at first, but when he came back, it was just there. He knows he didn't do it. He has no idea how it got there. He's just going to go run with it. But that's kind of what our view of God is, isn't it? That we pray and things happen. And that makes me really think, what if we are just like, there's ants, you know, and then just like skip a bunch of layers up and there's us, skip a bunch of layers up and there's something else. This is not it. That would be so insanely self-centered to think that we were the end of it all. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Yeah, a giant hand. Like, imagine a giant hand, because that's what life feels like sometimes. Something just comes and helps. I don't know. You have too much time on your hands. Yeah, right. I just think a lot. And I think a lot about perspective because I think that's the most important thing. I really believe that's one of our primary problems with the world and society and where we stand with it all is perspective, because we all know how we feel, you know? Thanks, Sarah. We all know how we feel. And you can't possibly ever. One thing that you can never, ever, ever, ever do, really, is be inside someone else's consciousness. You can be connected and you can have like inexplainable links, right? But ultimately, you know, aside from crazy magical things, really, you just like in your everyday life, let's not talk about like your soulmate or something like that. Like, let's just talk about everyday life. You have no idea. You have interactions with people at work or wherever. You have interactions with people everywhere you go, and you really don't know what their inner monologue is. And so the only perspective that you can bring to the table is your own. And what's happened is we bring those perspectives and we fight for them so strongly without stopping to say, but why do they feel this way? Because if you really think about it, unless you're truly evil, there is no one who has bad intents. Like, nobody goes about their day thinking, I want to make this world worse. If there's one thing I can do today, I just want to mess it up. You know, I think I can do that just a little today. Let's see what happens. That's not what people do. We do what we do and we fight for the things we fight for in our perspectives because we believe it's the best. thing for everyone. So we fight people, but what if we don't know everything? Because we don't. Because last year you had a different thought than you did the year before that, than you did before that, than you did before that. Then when you were a little kid, you gain perspective through experiences, and maybe, just maybe, someone else has an experience that could benefit your perspective. So I think I've adapted very much to thinking, what could somebody else be thinking? What could bring them to do or be a certain way? And most of the time, it truly has nothing to do with you. Everything has to do with them. So this got real, you know, but it's just something that I thought about just watching that little ant. I don't know. Yeah, cognitive dissonance. We talk about that all the time too. Yep. It is real. And it's really a cancer. I think that cognitive dissonance should really be considered a form of cancer, because what else can it be? Your heliocentric globe has been debunked long ago. I don't know if I believe anything of the sort has ever been debunked front. You know what I'm saying? I don't think anything has ever been debunked, because if it has been debunked for absolute real, then we would all be on the same page, wouldn't we? There wouldn't still be debate for it. If somebody can truly show me something that will absolutely make me jump over the ice wall fence that you guys know I sit on, or can make me look up and be like, you know what? There's definitely a dome. That's it. Like, if somebody can bring me that footage, like if you, front K jumper, if you can show me that it's been debunked and show me proof, I'm here for it. I'm 100%, because I think that's the other thing that's important. I think the other thing that's important is being able to change your mind. Yeah. Oh, well, I was going to put this video in, but I didn't want to start an argument, but maybe I should have, based off the argument that's already happening. What, if you've ever gone to the beach or whatever, and you see boats or cruise ships or whatever, and you see it going away, you can watch it, like, here's the horizon. You can watch it just go, I'll do it from your perspective. It just like falls down. How can it be flat without any curve if it disappears? Please. Someone help me explain. I will happily jump on board if you can really make me believe it. I swear I will. I will go full-blown flat earth firmament. I will be all about it. I'll wear t-shirts. I'll be crazy, right? I'll be all about it. But somebody needs to show me, because as of now, I don't believe it. Oh, thank you. Go down the rabbit hole, I've done so much you don't even know. And I understand why people think it. And I myself have taken a second thought on it, but I still don't feel there's enough. That's why I say I sit on the ice wall, on the ice wall. That's where I sit. Like, 'cause people always say they sit on the fence. I sit on the ice wall, and I can't go over, and I can't go. I refuse to completely shut down something that I'm not absolutely certain of, but I can't jump on board. I have done research, lots and lots. And that's the thing with this kind of thing, is whenever you really try and have a conversation about, like, okay, really show me, teach me how, because I just told you why I think it's not true. I just told you about the boats that go and disappear in the horizon as they go down around the curvature. I just told you why I think that. And when I say, please explain to me why you think that, I'm just told to do my research. I do my research. I've sat on the beach and watched the boats go. One time, me and my grandpa, we had a ruler. He did construction, so he always had stuff. And I guess he had a ruler with us in his truck or something, and we took it to the beach and we held it up over the horizon, and it's flat. It's perfectly flat. But if you hold it up over the ocean, you can see the curves begin. know. So does that mean that you don't believe in gravity as well? That's my question. If you believe in flat Earth, does that mean that you don't believe in gravity? I've been a flat earther since 2015, thanks to her. See, this is like, I got you. I'm happy that someone made you feel so strongly in something, but I still have yet. Search flight patterns. It's eye-opening. I have, and I do understand that it doesn't, with the flight patterns, sometimes it doesn't make sense to go the ways that they go unless the map was flat. I do understand that. I do, but still I don't. Nolan, that's my dad. The earth is round, accept the fact, round spinning. Get a camera with super zoom lens, zoom in on a boat, it will come right back in focus. It's not the focus, though. It's not the focus that's the issue. I see it disappearing over the horizon. It's not too far away that I can't see. It's just gone because it went down. Gravity is a theory, yes. But I'm asking if you or he believe in it, if you believe in flat Earth. That's what I'm asking. Gravity is a pretty strong theory, though. Live at the beach, you actually can see the curvature across the horizon. That's what I think, Rodney, too. I spent my whole life at the beach. Can have a pole shift with the flat Earth. Yep. That's right, Professor. Gravity is buoyant density. Papa Norm, John and Jeremy found each other here. Common sense is a theory also. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? But I don't know if it's just about common sense. Because there are arguments for each, and that's what makes this such a conundrum. That's what makes this such a thing where we have this back and forth. And you bring up something like this and you will 100% figure out real quick where people stand. Because you're one way or the other. You really are. If it went over a curve, then no matter what camera you use, you couldn't zoom back in on it. That's what I think too. I can't either. But here we are doing it. Here we are. If someone proved the earth was flat to me tomorrow, it wouldn't change one thing in my life. Oh, I don't think it would change. The only thing that would change is such a lie. They would have to convince me that they didn't know that somehow. Good luck. Relax. Well, Deb, it will sort itself out before the end of this life. I promise I am relaxed. How can you zoom back in on it if it's... I can't. I can't because this is one of those things that we are never going to agree on. Never, ever. Earth is round, wallet empty, big hand taking sticks from ants. Those are all truths. We're going to leave that there, I think. Because I still want us all to be friends. And this is one of those topics. It's like telling your liberal friend that you voted for Trump and losing them forever. Deb, 1 sec. Let me grab a quick video to pull up. What's the purpose to lie, though? I don't know. What's the purpose to lie about any of it? What's the purpose of Bluebeam and the intents behind that? What's the purpose of Project 2025 or whatever it's called? What's the purpose of any of the lies except for confusion and control? Because if you control the narrative, it doesn't necessarily believe what the message is. It's just that they control it. It's just that somebody else is controlling it. If gravity is one of the 4 forces, what comes first, mass or gravity? I have a friend who is a flat earther, and he's a good friend. It's good. It's nice. I'm not saying everybody is like that, or everybody is so adamant. But all I'm saying, all I'm saying is a lot of times people get very sensitive. My mom wants to believe in Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce so bad. It would change my life. It would change my life because it would make me even more questioning and skeptical and Oh, thanks, Keith. I appreciate that so much. You really didn't have to do that, but I appreciate you so much. Um, it it's like it wouldn't change your daily life, but it should change your mind. That's what I'll say. It wouldn't change your life, but it should change your mind, or at least make you start questioning more. Mass is not one of the four forces. What did Buzz bonk his head on up there? I think we're going to play the happy clip. I think it's time for Madonna. I like to hear different theories too. I really do. But I prefer when people are open to, or like you get an answer when you ask a question. You know, what about this part? Let me tell you my reservation. This is one of them. And you say it, and then there's nothing back. I feel like that just makes me feel more what I believe. All right, we're gonna move on. I don't think this is it. Nope, Madonna. There we go. I shall get out of the way. Don't get angry. I am not angry. I want everybody to believe whatever they want. And quite frankly, I find it's actually refreshing that people are willing to believe things that I can't. I really do. It makes you want to, even if I don't want to believe it or I don't think it or whatever, but yep, that's Madonna. That's her without all the makeup, Dad. Yeah, I prefer conversations, especially intelligent ones. NASA gets $53 million a day for CGI. It's part of the entertainment industry, I suppose. Let's listen. It's too hard to debate flat or round Earth in a live chat. You know? But should it interest you at all to think that only the flat earthers think it's difficult to discuss? Because I think it's just fine. But to be fair, I am speaking and it's easier than typing. All right. Let's go.
You are there, mate?
Stephen?
Yeah, mate.
Stephen, I've got... Listen, matey, you've caused me a big problem. You know that?
What, mate?
Well, did you hear the shouting and screaming? There was me and my wife having a bust-up.
Okay.
I'll tell you what's been going on. She's look, as you know, she's just come out of hospital.
Yeah.
And you delivered some flowers to the door.
Yeah, because she's came out of hospital, mate.
Yeah, I know that she's just come out of hospital. The problem is, matey, that I never ever buy flowers for my wife, and it's caused a rift between the two of us.
Okay.
She said, if the bloke from over the road can give me flowers when I come out of hospital, why the bloody can't you? So I'm really pissed off with you because you've come between me and my wife.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, but mate, I was just trying to be a good neighbour, mate, because she's
No. If you want to do that sort of thing, you run it through me first, right? You check with me to see if it's the right thing to do. I never buy my wife anything. No chocolates, no flowers, no nothing. I never take her out. We never go to a restaurant, nothing. And she's got bloody used to that. And what's going to happen now? She's come out of hospital and you've given her bloody flowers and we've had a bust-up. And I put this all down to you. You keep your bloody flowers to yourself. You buy your girlfriend flowers if you want to. You leave my wife alone. Because...
Mate, your wife just got out of the hospital, mate, and then got her some flowers. Like,
So what?
I just don't see what you're bothering me, mate. Oh, because you've got like a little domestic. I don't see how
it's got nothing to do with you.
I don't see
how I treat my...
Yeah, but mate, I don't see what's wrong here, mate.
How I treat my wife is my business, but you come between us, right?
Yeah,
now,
but I'm not
now
trying
she
to come between
expects
you, mate.
flowers.
She was in the hospital. She was in the hospital. Everyone in the neighborhood knew that like your wife was in the hospital, yeah. So then I got her some flowers to make sure that she was okay.
Listen, you have come between me and my wife.
How have I
right
come
now,
between
she
you and
has
your wife?
expectations. When she was married to me, She's been married to me for 6 years. She's never had expectations of anything, and now she's got expectations having flowers. And it's
she was in the hospital. She was in the hospital.
Ruined it for me. That's
she was
what
in the
you've
hospital,
done.
mate. She was in the hospital.
Keep your bloody flowers to yourself.
Yeah, but mate, your wife was in the hospital.
So I know she was in hospital. I visited. She was in hospital for 2 weeks, and I visited her one day, right? So I've done my bit.
Yeah, but she was there for 2 weeks. I'm like, mate, I just
So
got
what?
flowers. That's it, mate.
My business. How I run my marriage is up to me
I
entirely.
didn't sleep with her, mate. I just got her flowers. I just got her flowers, mate. That's it.
Yeah, and you come between us. That's really. That's it.
Yeah, but the thing is, I didn't intend to like come between you two.
She said to me, if a stranger, if a neighbour can come to the hospital and bring her flowers, why can't I do that? I've got no answer for that. I've got no defense.
Why didn't you do that? Maybe.
I've been training her the last 6 years.
Maybe
Not
this
had
problem
any
is actually with you, and it's not with me.
Right? No expectations at all.
This was the happy clip only because it was funny, but it's really not funny. This is terrible. This is terrible. There's a lot of people like this in the UK. What the? She got spoiled by a Chad. Man, you know what? No, I don't buy that. Spoiled is not somebody caring at all. And the fact that he straight up says that he desensitized her. He got her used to such little care. And it's not about stuff. It's not about stuff. It's not about that at all. Not about that at all. It's just the fact that somebody cared. He said she was in the hospital for 2 weeks and he visited her once and he did his part. How is that doing your part? How is your part not pulling up a chair next to that bed and staying there? How? And they've only been together 6 years. She picked the wrong one. Picked the wrong one. He's sick. I think this is a sick thing to do. No flowers for his grave. That's so sad that that lady is going to accept less than somebody caring at all. He is trash. Probably his 5th wife, yeah. Yep, didn't listen to the other ones about why. Like I said, he should show his wife this video. Yeah, that would be something. She chose him, though. Yeah, well, sometimes maybe she chose him because she didn't know that there was somebody out there who would care about her and be with her in the hospital. And to be honest, they've been together 6 years. Maybe the cracks are showing. Okay, I needed help. I was in the hospital. I need support and a partner. And she sat there alone in that hospital bed for 13 days. Had to come off live a bit. Panicked because I thought she'd come off. Hello. Yeah, Ring cameras are awesome. They're so exposing of true nature, aren't they? You would think that people would behave better knowing that they're on film. This just gets me so much. Oh, man, I wish I... Let me see if I have a better clip. That one sucks. That guy sucks. I want to write to him and tell him he sucks. Like, why? Let's see. Hold on. Let me see if I have a different one. I do. I have so many. Oh my gosh. Here's a couple that I wanted to play. Check this. That's cool. I love it. It's so horror movie. I like it so much. I do lasers for music. Are you serious? That is cool. That's cool. Lee's gonna go buy flowers tomorrow. Good on you. Must have missed most of the show. That's okay. We're still here, and I keep adding clips. I have a couple more, actually. I'm not sure why I didn't put them in. I think I just You know what? I don't consider that guy the happy clip. I consider that a PSA for a failed marriage. So we're going to go ahead and play a couple more if anybody wants to hang out. Because it's only been an hour and a half. And usually we do a solid 2. So let's see. Reminds me of my employees playing on the job site. What an unloving way to treat your wife. Wow, what a dirtbag. By the way, like your outfit. Oh, thank you. Don't start expecting people to be nice. Lee is talking about for the 14th. Oh, oh my God. Have you never listened to One More Light? Oh, I have. I have now. I hadn't before. But I have now. And not only have I've seen all sorts of versions at this point. And I had it on while I was getting ready, actually, because I was playing a very special playlist. And I had to turn it off because it was hurting my heart too much. Do you have the one of this guy licking a puppy? No. What? Keep living your bubble life of belief, Step. We know the truth are at higher enlightenment. You know what? I'm happy for you. I truly am. I really am happy for you that you feel that way. I don't agree. And that's okay. But I'm happy that you feel that way. Do you have blah, blah, blah. Yes, it is 1:20. We shall, and we will be. Yeah. Hello, Kitty. Everyone grows and evolves and changes opinions over time. You guys are night owls. You gotta do what you gotta do, mama. Front needs to close his eyes. You too bright, homie. I don't know what we're talking about. One More Light made me cry. My heart out for weeks. I know. I just heard it for the first time in the past few days, and I'm gonna put on a clip that I did not watch. I didn't watch this clip at all. I saved it because I thought it would be good, and if it's not, I so apologize. But I'm putting it at the end just in case, so the rest of it was good.
Let's say the cops were following you.
Yeah.
Let's say they were following you and they did everything that you're saying they did. Nonetheless, you killed 7 men.
Yes, you
and
did.
I'm asking you, what got you to kill the 7 men?
And I'm telling you because the cops let me keep killing them, Nick. Don't you get it?
Not everybody is killing 7 people. So there must have been something in you that was getting you to do that.
Oh, you are lost, Nick.
So
I was a hitchhiking hooker.
Right.
Running into trouble. I'd shoot the guy if I ran into trouble. Physical trouble. The cops knew it. When the physical trouble came along, let her clean the streets, and then we'll pull her in.
But
that's
how come
why.
there was so much physical trouble? Because it was all in 1 year. 7 people in 1
Oh,
year.
well. Oh, well.
This lady's so crazy. Did anyone see the movie with oh my gosh, what is her name? Why can't I think of her name? That's crazy. Did you guys watch the movie on this? Yeah, her eyes are very crazy. Very crazy. The truth is sometimes hard to fathom. Okay. I feel like you're still talking about that. Like, okay, what do you want here? I don't know what to say. Move on, we disagree. I don't know. Yes, Charlize Theron. You're very touchy on this topic, which is a little off-putting to someone who wants to discuss it. That's all I'm going to say. This woman is mental, for sure. Let's see. Let's see what else I've got. I think I have some more. Let's see. Did I play this one? I don't know what this is. Hold on. We're just going to see. How do you know a woman is crazy? You can see the white above. Well, I love that you say a woman. That's so funny. That's so funny. Like there are no unhinged dudes out there. Oh my God. That's so funny. You guys are right tonight. want to play this one. This one's a little scary because I know some insomniac people and it scares me. So we're going to go ahead and I don't know which other ones I didn't play. All right, we're going to play this one. Monster.
One of the things that I like to teach people when there's a problem, and we all have problems. Not all of us can deal with the world and war, but we can deal with our own problems. When a problem comes up, one of the best things to say is, all is well, everything is working out for my highest good, and out of this situation, this so-called problem, only good will come, and I am safe. And you know, this is something that's very powerful. All is well, everything is working out for my highest good. Out of this experience, only good will come, and I am safe. And what that does, it quiets your mind down, or my mind down, long enough for the universe to find a solution for the so-called problem.
Yeah, so I think that's pretty good advice. Before freaking out, before letting stress take over, you have to know that it's going to be okay. Because you have to think about how far you've come. You know, you have to think about just how far you've come. You've gone through things where in the middle of it, you thought, I don't see out of this tunnel. I have too. We all have. You know, we all have. And I think you really just have to know. You have to know that it's going to be okay. And I like to put these in there. I know not everybody wants to hear. Good night. Good night, my friends. Hope nobody's genuinely mad about this. We have to be able to talk about stuff. That's literally the whole point. And I certainly am never going to stop being honest with where I am with my thoughts and why I feel that way. I'm 100% open to open discourse, but you know what I mean? There has to be a respect in that. And I think there's a certain maturity that can lack in these conversations. And that's really unfortunate. But that's okay. That's okay. I've just put lemon on my Hawaiian pizza, and weirdly enough, it tastes amazing. Did you get your exotic fruits? Play it. Play what? What am I playing? Which one? Oh, the one that John sent? Oh, he's leaving, so I should probably wait. Away. I'm all ears. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's pretty much all we had today. One sec. I have a text I have to send. That is all. Okay. Okay. Wait, lemon's not that weird. Does anybody think lemon is that weird on pizza? It's a Hawaiian pizza off the bat. So remember that. It's got pineapple on it. And I personally am not a pineapple pizza person, but it doesn't seem odd to add lemon to me. I have never done it because, again, I've never had Hawaiian pizza. Does Hawaiian pizza have sauce still? Is it regular? Is it crust, sauce, cheese, pineapple? Insomnia video. Wait. No. Okay. All right. Fine. This is really scary though. Okay. I was gonna send it to you anyway, but here we go. Chill. Shall I read this? Okay, I will read this. Let me see comments and then I will read it to you. Yeah, I wasn't sure. I've never had it, so I didn't know if there was tomato sauce. There were tomatoes. David, no, I had a mouthful of lemon from having lemon on a cucumber. Oh, and take away. I gotcha. Okay, so it's not like you just jumped in with that thought. You were like, that was kind of good. I'll do it. That makes more sense. Good night, Lee. And no, I've been a good girl and not impulsive. Bought them yet, but I will be doing. Well, you just got to keep researching. There's so many exotic fruits to choose from. For anybody who doesn't know, Courtney found this website where you can order exotic fruits and you pick which ones you want and they'll send them to you. And I think that's really cool. So there's been a discussion of which fruits, and that's it. That's what we're talking about. All is well. Sometimes life kills you dead. I think only once does it do that. Insomnia. Oh my goodness. Jeez. Hawaiian pizza, dough, tomato, ham. Oh, ham, pineapple, and cheese. Okay. Lemon on a cucumber. What are we doing here? It's called creativity. Ham and I usually just take cucumbers and put like salt on it. Ham and pineapple is the most popular pizza in Australia. Really? I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and say in America, I believe, without knowing or having done any research, I think pepperoni might be the most popular. Either that or, dare I say, plain. Hawaiian pizza is good. I've never had it. All right. So this says, before anybody freaks out from not knowing, in 1836, an Italian man named Giacomo found that he could no longer fall asleep. So this doesn't fully apply. The situation we're talking about is more a choice. But this guy could not fall asleep. He started hallucinating, obviously, exactly what's going to happen when you can't sleep. He started hallucinating. He lost his short-term memory, and he died within 6 months of being this way. To be honest, I'm a little shocked that he lasted 6 months without sleep. Okay. I'm just going to turn this down. So what he didn't know was that he had a gene for fatal familial insomnia, a disease that robs you of any ability to sleep. Isn't that crazy? And there's no cure, and it is 100% fatal, of course, at some point. For the next 200 years, 30 of his descendants would one day find that they could no longer sleep and would be dead within 6 months. So it seems like it develops later in life. You know? Yeah. So at least 25 more of his descendants carry that gene for it today. So they're just spreading it around. Let's see what we got next. Oh, there's actually apparently a book, The Family That Couldn't Sleep. That's ominous. Because his family researchers realized this disease was hereditary. Oh, okay. I think this sentence is not proper, but I'm going to go ahead and say, I believe people researched his family, found out that this was hereditary. No family has ever lost so many members to this, ever. I feel like the people who need to hear this aren't listening. There is still no cure for it, and the life expectancy once diagnosed is around 6 months. So that's horrifying. That is horrifying. So for anyone who didn't know, apparently this is a thing. And it's horrifying. Is there a movie? Was Robin Williams in a movie about, is there a movie called Insomnia? If they live near the meth lab. I thought that too. Oh. Wanted chicken with jalapenos originally. Oh, that's fair. All right. Insomnia movie. Yeah. It's Robin Williams. Have you seen this? It's pretty good. It has, I think, Al Pacino as well. Pretty good movie. Now I want pizza. All right. So that's pretty much all I have right now, at least you're getting 3 to 4 hours. Yeah, but at least you sleep a little. These people couldn't go to sleep. They couldn't, no matter what. They didn't feel tired. I mean, even if they did feel tired, they just couldn't. You will fall asleep if you lay down too long, if you're tired. These people will not. Let me just see if there's anything else cool. I already played that. I already played that. Here's one. It's just kind of interesting. Check it. Oh, this one's actually really amazing. I'm really happy that I'm gonna play it. Okay. Hold on. Hey, people, just saying hi. Real quick. How's everyone doing? Great. How are you, Sean? Late again. You are, but that's okay. There's still a clip left, and I just keep adding more clips to it. Okay, so this dolphin was trying to push a sea turtle to the boat to ask for help, and it's wild.
Oh my God. No. No way. No way. Oh my God, that poor fucking turtle. Holy shit. No.
This all or nothing really got a way of driving me crazy. I need somebody.
I'm gonna turn the volume all the way down because they're gonna go ahead and copyright ya. So, yeah. At first, I really thought that this was a shark holding it in his mind. It wasn't a shark, though. It was a dolphin. It looked like a shark. So, look at this when he goes back out. The dolphin is just swimming around them. Like, that's amazing. It's really amazing the way that sea creatures communicate with humans if we listen. If I wasn't so scared. So, I guess that's it. If there's anything anybody else would like to discuss, now's your chance. Yes. Dolphins are incredible. That's no dolphin. That was a shark. Well, regardless of whatever it was, oh, that's cool. Have you seen the shark dentist? It's a woman who dives in the water and loads of sharks come and let her fix their mouths. How do you even go down that line of work? How do you get there? Amazing or staged? How is it staged? How on earth do you stage like a dolphin or a shark if you want? How do you stage them coming up? I feel like I need to look into the shark dentist. I'm on it. On it. Anybody who has stuff to do, like now I'm just kind of looking up stuff if anybody's interested or if anybody has any suggestions. Let's see. Shark dentist. I have a feeling we're about to see something crazy. Why did baby shark come up? Shark dentist lady. Shark teeth cleaning. Woman has removed over 300 hooks from sharks' mouths. Is it that one? See you all. Great up. Yeah, James, feel better. Please, please, please. Take care of yourself. Rest. Lots of TV. Popsicles. Cold compress. More rest. Water. Dolphins are crazy smart. Okay, Sean said that's the one. So let's find. All right. Just give me 1 sec and I shall get it for us. Copy. Funny, I'm actually surprised this is downloading so fast because when I try to download YouTube videos, oh, does it give me a difficult time? But this is working out really well, actually. All right.
I love my sharks. And I start seeing them coming in with these hooks. The hook removal started like anything would start when you love someone. I just wanted to make their lives a little bit better, to relieve their pain. With Foggy Eye, one day she showed up and she had one that was actually inside. I would open her jaw and see the hook. And then at a certain moment, I decided to basically stick my hand in and pull the hook out. But then as soon as she came back, she allowed me to pet her. And from that day on, became a shark that would just show up on the dive. And all of a sudden I will feel a pressure on my hip and I will turn around and she'll be like leaning into me, just stop swimming. This change of personality from before the hook and after the hook was very much a light bulb for me. When I remove the hooks, I feel happy, satisfied, and relieved. And then the other thing I notice is as I start removing hooks from my known sharks, other sharks will start showing up with hooks. People ask me, do they communicate? And I'm like, yes. They're very accepting. Sharks in general in the world are very tolerant of our presence, entering their world. I wanted to pet a shark from the first moment I saw one. It took a year and some time before the transition between being a diver and then being a professional and then working with sharks and then finally having a shark in my lap. It's understanding that it's done on the shark's terms, not on mine. Because every time a shark does that, I do realize what a privilege it is. This is a wild animal, and she's given me full trust. It's a complete abandonment, saying, well, in this moment I trust you, you're not going to hurt me. It is something to be absolutely in awe of, no matter how many times it happens. What I developed is an appreciation for their vulnerability. I've dedicated a lifetime, 26 years, and 25 of those have been spent in the water with sharks. We may still be a little bit afraid of sharks, but we need sharks. The sharks are vital for balancing the ecosystems, and this planet survives on the balance of the oceans. They have been affected by our fishing, by our coastal destruction, by our pollution. This is the box of hooks that I've removed through the years. Over 300. I think sharks are absolutely beautiful. I love how they sinuously swim through the water. Like my parents taught me, there are no monsters in the sea, only the one we make up in our heads.
Well, that was incredible. Thank you for that suggestion. That's incredible, Sean. Thank you. I think that, as I just said in the comments to Sarah, I think that being open to a connection is how you find it. So I think that's really cool. Really cool. You like trying to find ocean animals that no one's seen before. I have one. It's not an ocean animal, but it is definitely a critter I've never seen before. Here, I'll show it to you. Ah. Hold on. Something is loud. Something was playing so loud in my ears. I hope you guys didn't have to hear that. Let me see. I just have to get this video. One sec. Go reload. Oh, why does it do this? Just one moment, please bear with me. I want the video. Give me the video. Thank you. This, and again, this is not an ocean creature, but this is a creature I have never seen before. Check this. Oh, you can't. It's wild. Hold on. Ugh. Why do I feel like I just took like a 2-second video instead of the full one? All right, hold on. I'm still gonna try and play it. Look at this. This is a different kind of praying mantis. It's pink. It's pink. What is that? How is that the length of the video? That's wild. Hold on. Hold on. Image. Yeah, let's see what it's called. It's a pink Empusa mantis. This guy. Look at that. That looks like a little, like, I don't even know. That's crazy. I found this guy today. Orchid mantis. Little praying mantis yesterday. Oh. You saw that praying mantis yesterday? It's my brother. Have you been here the whole time? I've got Ruthless documentaries. Also, where's Jane Border case? Not in person, online. Oh, well, hello. Oh, we're technically like finished with the live. We just haven't stopped being live. So I'm looking up orchid mantis. Now we're just kind of hanging out. And if anybody says anything, we're looking it up and making it happen. So that's where we're at now. Orchid mantis. One sec. Why is the first thing that popped up when I typed in orchid mantis? Orchid mantis kebab. That's insane. Okay. I need the link. Copy. I need the downloader. Paste. Download. Because I figured you wanted to know exactly what buttons I was pushing. Okay. Where is it? Still downloading. One sec, please. What? Access denied. They're always doing this stuff. I know. Don't worry, I'll get it, buddy. Yes? Alright. Download YouTube video. Computer. Like I said, guys, we're just kind of hanging out now. If anybody is bored of this, you don't have to. You're not going to miss anything. But I'm definitely happy to keep hanging out with you guys for a little bit. While I find this. I can't find this video, man. It's not letting me download it. One more attempt. I can do this. Cannot give up. In the face of adversity. Download. Download. Got it. I got it. Found it.
Deep in the tropical rainforests of Asia.
One sec. So now we're going to learn about the orchid mantis. First, let me check the comments because I've missed so much. Okay. I think you should show people what the... Okay, I should. There's a mantis shrimp that is faster than a bullet. What? We've definitely found something down there that is way more advanced than us, for sure. One of our bulls is out. Oh my gosh. Rodney, I hope everything's okay. Be safe. It's a cow farm. There's going to be cows outside. All right.
Deep in the tropical rainforests of Asia lives a majestic assortment of orchids. They seem to be nothing but harmless blossoms. But look closer. This beauty is hiding a deadly, stealthy killer. This is the orchid mantis. While this praying mantis can blend with green leaves to ambush prey, the orchid mantis has taken it up a notch. Known as aggressive mimicry, it's the only insect known to disguise itself as a flower, which actually lures prey. And the way it works is pure ninja stealth. The mantis imitates the texture and color of the orchid's petals, which attracts insects who think this is a harmless flower to pollinate. To keep up the charade and avoid detection, it remains as still as possible, rotating only its head to get a better look at prey. While the orchid mantis has a large appetite and eats an array of insects, it is a selective hunter. So patience is a key part of the orchid's stealthy strategy. It's not going to blow its cover for this sapsucker. Those sticky threads would be unpleasant to eat. But this moth is ripe for the picking. It's using its front legs, which are covered in dagger-like spines, to snare the moth and stake it down. The ninja disguise is so successful, scientists believe the orchid mantis is better at attracting pollinator insects than actual orchids. Who would have thought such a beauty could be so beastly?
That is crazy. What a cute little critter. Just like a woman. I love those comments. It makes no sense. Used to have them as pets. That's so awesome. Large stick insects. They are so cool. They are just the coolest things. Had a small stick insect as a kid. They're so cute. The big ones are ew. Me and Courtney literally have your stream on our phones and the TV. Oh my God, that's awesome. Sean, my mom and dad, I don't know if you saw this before, but they both each put it on, so when they would get ads, the other one they could still see. You guys are so cute. Thank you. I appreciate you. That is awesome. I would have definitely fallen for it too. Let's see. Yeah. Show everyone. Oh, yeah. Okay. You guys have to see this. Oh, I should just put the video that you sent me. Hold on. It was really good. I liked the first video that you sent me because it actually showed somebody trying to fight one off. We have your voice literally surrounding us, like surreal surround sound. Cute, 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 cute. All right. Let me see. Oh, God. I didn't mean to call you. Sorry. One sec. All right. Excuse me, guys. I am just looking for a video that I want to show you. One sec. I must sort through. Here we go. Yeah, this one is so weird. Hold on. Let me find it. Okay. I should be able to find it now. Bear with me, my friends. I was hoping it sounded like Jason. That's funny. Which Jason, actually? Gonna say what's going on. All right. Let's see. History. I'm looking for... I want to show you guys this really creepy thing. Let's see. you bear with me, I just have to find it. I'm almost there. Oh, why can't I find it, man? All right, hold on. I'm gonna do something else. How do I send this? You know what? I'm just gonna search. It doesn't have to be that one. And there we go. So, okay, here we go. Yes, I found it. Okay. I will be victorious. All right. I just have to get the. We're just kind of hanging out for anybody who's wondering why there's so much silence and just like I'm just looking for stuff that people are talking about and then I'm putting them up and we're just talking about them. So that's why. Or don't start that. Don't start that. No. We just got that done. Every one of those people left us, I think. I think they hate us now. It was even John. That was wild. That's what I mean. People really believe stuff and it's, you know, I don't know. Download. I know I'm taking forever on this, but it's worth it. Okay. I'm so sorry to wake you up like that, y'all. Oh, wait. That was not. So what it apparently is, I should find one that explains it more before I just show you the creepiness that is it. What it is an entity that at night detaches its head and its little like entrail bits are just kind of wander around. It's so creepy. It is so creepy, guys. There's one where it's on. I saw that one. We posted that one before too, and they're like beating it off the goat, and then it like scurries off into the whatever that is. Creepy. Creepy stuff, guys. Hey, look. Oh, poor James. He's sick right now. It's really wild, and the fact that there's videos of it is really creepy. I really wish I could send you this one. All right, maybe I can. Maybe I can send it to myself. All right, I can do this. Night, youngins. 4 a.m. comes early. Oh, man. Good night. Please, can we watch Mimics, please? For sure. Let's find some Mimics. Mimics are so creepy. Oh, man. Okay, we can do it. Let's do it. Mimics caught on camera. 10 most terrifying mimic encounters. Oh, it's like so long. We'll do. Let's find. Okay, I found one that may be pretty good. Copy. Oh, this one's really long too. That's okay. We can just watch some. Oops. Peace. Download. Download. Copy. All right. Getting a little faster doing this on the fly. If anybody knows how to do like call-in stuff, I think that would be cool, but I'm gonna ban Flat Earth. I'm not messing with that. People don't like to hear what I have to say about that because I feel like the people who want to fight for something like this, and then if you show up with a level head and real questions, they just don't know how. Not one of those people answered my question. It's so frustrating. Okay.
In a 2022 TikTok.
What? Hold on. All right. Here's some mimic stuff. Oops. I will turn it down so I don't hurt you again, my dear friends.
Video. Ali shared a chilling experience where he was woken around 3 a.m. by sounds of his wife slamming doors and calling his name, urging him to come downstairs. But he quickly sensed something was off. This wasn't actually his wife. Some viewers speculated it could be a skinwalker, while others believed it might have been a mimic, a sinister entity known to imitate familiar voices. Some viewers suggested that the presence of a Ouija board alone might explain why Ali is experiencing paranormal activity in his home. For those unfamiliar with mimics, they are supernatural entities believed to imitate the voices of people you know. They do this to trick and confuse you, hoping you'll let your guard down. Many people report hearing what sounds like their own voice or that of a loved one, only to discover no one was actually there. But Ali wasn't the only one haunted by this mysterious mimic. Another couple had an even scarier experience that took things to a new level. In a video, a husband and wife were in bed asleep when a sudden sound at the entrance door woke them. The husband immediately reacted, getting up to check, while the wife felt it was unnecessary to investigate so late at night. 0.
तुम्हें बाहर जाना जरूरी है क्या?
एक मिनट यार, देख तो लेता हूँ कौन है.
Despite her hesitation, he went to the door anyway. As he approached the living room entrance door with fear, he heard a faint whisper that sounded like their son's voice. 1. Shocked at what he just witnessed, he slowly moved back to the bedroom and asked his wife about their son, who was lying asleep right there beside them. 2:40.
क्या हो जी?
मुन्नू कहाँ पे?
यहाँ पे सो रहा है.
अच्छा. तुमको आवाज कुछ सुनाई दिया क्या?
नहीं.
ओके.
क्यों क्या हुआ?
कुछ नहीं. मुन्नू की आवाज जैसे सुनाई दी। यहाँ पे आई क्या तुमको आवाज?
नहीं, यहाँ नहीं है।
ठीक है।
He returned to the entrance to see if he could get any further response from the entity. 3
This is crazy. In the middle of the night, this is when you're like, babe, did we lock the door? Let's just put on a movie and pretend we don't hear that. Yeah, me too. I can't.
Can you please stop it?
Oh.
No.
11. The frightening encounter had shaken him so much that he felt he had to go back to his room. And just when you think these creepy incidents couldn't get any stranger, a mother was at home alone with her baby daughter Mina when she suddenly heard the sound of a baby crying elsewhere in the house. She was likely feeding Mina when the strange sound started. Although it sounded just like a baby's cry, she quickly realized it wasn't coming from her daughter. It was something mimicking the sound. 0.
So we are just home with Mina. It's just me and Mina. She's totally fine. And I'm keep hearing the noises sound like a baby's crying. Seem like a sound of Mina. She's crying. What the hell? What is again happening? Get out!
When the door suddenly shut itself in front of her, most people would have run away in fear, but instead, she stepped into the room, determined to investigate what had just happened. Then came a similar, chilling experience, this time captured in a TikTok video posted by Demontix. A man was home alone when he suddenly began hearing the voices of his daughters coming from their rooms, even though he knew they had gone to school earlier that day. Startled and suspicious, he grabbed his phone to record the scene, hoping to capture whatever was happening. 0.
I don't know how to explain this, but my daughter's at school, and I keep hearing something call. Did you hear that? Oh my God. Brooke, are you here? Brooklyn.
As he approached their room, he called out their names to confirm if he was really hearing their voices. And he was. 0.
There's literally no one here.
38. The creepy experience left him so scared that he started to wonder if it was time to move out of the house. However, in a TikTok video from April 2024, a little boy was playing with his toys indoors while his mom was outside in the garden. He was using her phone to film himself as he arranged his toys. Suddenly, he heard a voice that sounded just like his mom calling him, so he quickly answered. 0.
Come in. Come in.
But when he checked, he realized it hadn't been his mom. It was something strange trying to copy her voice. He returned to his toys as he continued playing. Viewers noticed someone's legs passing in front of the camera while the boy was away, and his mom was still outside. People online started guessing that the legs might belong to something that was trying to look or sound like the boy or his mom. Could this be staged? It looks like there might be an edit in the video. In another video, a woman was in the kitchen making extra food for her husband, who hadn't come home from work yet. He had told her he might bring a friend over, so she was busy chopping potatoes.
Babe, are you home? What the heck? The door's still locked. The door's not even open. Okay, anyway.
She heard what sounded like her husband's voice calling her. Confused, she looked around and saw that the door was still locked, so he couldn't have come in. Thinking she might just be hearing things, she ignored it and kept cooking, but the strange sounds continued. She started to wonder if someone was playing a prank on her.
Somebody playing a prank on me? Did you hear that? Babe, are you home?
Instead of just calling out, she could have picked up her phone to call him and check where he was. 039.
Oh, nope, I just got touched. Nope.
In July 2024, a TikTok user named vseat uploaded a video showing a strange experience a man, likely a store owner or employee, had while closing shop for the night. While locking the doors, he heard faint whispers that sounded like they were mimicking him. 0.
Okay, so I'm here at work. Bro, I'm telling you, you heard that, right? I'm closing. And I'm like hearing stuff, bruh. I'm like closing right now, and I'm hearing, bruh, come on, man. Nobody's in here. I'm literally closing. Yo. I don't know what's going on with this thing, but it's been like really active here lately. Just wanted to show you guys.
At first, he tried to ignore them, but the whispers became unsettling, echoing with chilling words like, die. Growing uneasy, he raised his voice, trying to drown out the whispers, as if to prove to himself he wasn't scared. He even checked the store's CCTV footage, hoping to catch someone else in the act, but there was no one in sight. The whispers continued, leaving him shaken and questioning whether he was alone in the store. If you thought that was unsettling, prepare yourself for an even stranger story. In Brazil, a man named Giovanni Lima and his girlfriend Laura were living a normal life, until strange things started happening. One night, while they were sleeping, Giovanni woke up to a voice outside his room. It sounded just like his girlfriend Laura, but he knew it wasn't really her. Something was mimicking her voice, and it was creepy. 0.
Oh my God.
Shoo, acorda. Tá aqui.
Cute.
A week later, things got even worse. Giovanni and Laura tried placing protective symbols on their door and setting up ritual items like candles and salt to keep the mimic away, but it didn't work. One.
Vai embora da minha casa agora!
Deixa entrar.
Você não é bem-vindo aqui!
Me deixa entrar. Sou eu.
Vai embora!
Me deixa entrar.
Ele não tá passando. Ele não vai passar. Ele não passa.
Me deixa entrar.
Some viewers suggested that they get a dog or a cat to help keep the strange presence away, while some others mentioned that the mimic was feeding off his fear as he kept responding to it. 1:45.
Guys, I'm home alone. I'm by myself and there's something at my door and I don't know what it is. What the fuck?
11. In this video posted on Instagram by the user Ben Forever, a scary incident happened to a woman named Kaylee while she was home alone taking care of her pets. She was watching TV when she suddenly started hearing strange noises just outside her bedroom door. At first, she thought it might be her pets, but she soon realized it wasn't them. She left the door slightly open so the cats could still come in, and feeling really scared, she started recording everything on her phone. 0.
Oh God! Oh my God.
Let me in, you fucking bitch.
Please no!
0:55. Some viewers suggested that the incident seemed like a prank, with someone possibly holding a flashlight behind the door and making scary sounds. Meanwhile, in another creepy corner of the internet, Matthew, a young TikTok creator, lives in a house where strange, spooky things often happen. He was used to these weird experiences, but one day, something especially unsettling occurred. While Matty was home alone, he suddenly heard his voice coming from somewhere else in the house.
I'm crazy. I'm home alone. I'm hearing myself. I hear my own voice. I'm hearing my own voice. I'm telling you, bro. I hear my own... Listen. Listen. Bro, I'm bugging. Yo! 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 What the fuck? Yo! Who is it?
At first he was confused and a bit scared because he knew no one else was there. He listened closely as the voice kept echoing, sounding exactly like him. Panic set in, and he called out, "Who is it?" But quickly realized that the voice truly sounded like his own.
The fuck? Yo! That's my voice! What the fuck is going...
As the strange phenomenon continued, Matthew grew increasingly shaken, repeatedly exclaiming in shock. By the end of the clip, he was visibly unsettled, struggling to make sense of what had just happened. This was not the only strange experience in the house. One day, Matthew's mother noticed the light in their pantry turning off and on, blinking repeatedly. When she went to check it out, she heard a voice that sounded just like Matthew's, as if they were having a real conversation. Confused, she came upstairs and found Matty playing video games, completely unaware of the voice she had heard. Zero.
What's going on?
The light in the pantry is going on and off, on and off. Then it blinks, then it's on and off. Then I come out to see what's going on, and it sounds like you're having you said something to me, like you were having a conversation with me, and you're up here playing video games. I don't know. And then the dog saw...
After she talked about her strange experience, the family dog suddenly started barking, which made things even more mysterious. Not long after these strange events started, Matthew was home alone when he noticed some weird things happening in the house. He saw the dining room chairs had been turned upside down all by themselves, like a poltergeist, something that can move things around without anyone there. Zero.
Okay, these two chairs have been here. This chair has not been there. That chair should be here, and I literally just heard that, like that, and that chair should be fucking here, bro. Like, those two chairs, okay, this chair should not fucking be here.
After that, he went back upstairs to his room. Then he heard his mom calling his name, but he knew she wasn't home. He quickly grabbed his camera to record what was going on.
Yo, I'm about to throw the fuck up. I was just downstairs and I heard something walk up the stairs. All the dogs were downstairs. And now I come upstairs and I fucking just swear to God, I just heard my mom. I just heard my mom say my name and I'm not even fucking around. Bro. I'm about to throw up. Tell me you just didn't hear that.
Strangely, his dogs didn't react at all. Maybe they were used to these strange happenings, or maybe this video was just a trick. These creepy events only seemed to grow more disturbing, pulling Ryda and Rick into a chilling experience they never expected. A father and son who usually share light-hearted videos about their relationship, they found themselves confronting something called a mimic. In the video, Ryda was watching TV when Rick came in to join him. Suddenly, Rick heard a voice that sounded just like his dad's, even though his dad was sitting right there. Surprised and curious, Rick quickly grabbed his phone to record what was happening. Zero.
You heard that? I heard something. That sounded like your name, your fucking voice saying, hey. Dude.
Things got even creepier when they heard the voice again, coming from somewhere else in the house. Rick was confused and scared as he tried to figure out where the voice was coming from, worried that their home might be haunted. He even reminded his dad of this fear.
Really no one fucking in here. What the fuck? Was that, please tell me that was you.
That wasn't me.
My fucking ass. That come from my fucking room?
That sounded like it come from your room.
I'm telling you, this fucking house is haunted, dude.
57. But can a mimic be in a house without it being haunted? Some people believe it's possible, but it's mysterious and unsettling. Meanwhile, in another creepy situation, a young girl was left home alone after her mom went to a church event. Not long after her mom left, the girl heard a knock on the door and a voice that sounded just like her mom's. Feeling nervous, the girl got ready in case something strange happened as she waited to see if the door would open. Zero's
¿Qué? ¿Qué? Sacándome las cejas.
She was shocked because she didn't expect her mom to be back so soon. Even if her mom was back, she would have used her keys to open the door. 026.
What's up, y'all? It's Taco Tuesday, and I made tacos. What?
A mom who usually makes food videos on TikTok started having some strange experiences at home. One day, while she was filming her taco chicken recipe, she heard her daughter calling her from another room.
Ring! What? Why you call me? Yeah, you didn't just call me? You didn't say nothing? You playing or did you call me or not?
What the fuck is happening right now?
I swear to God. I know that I'm not tripping. Maybe it was something else, but I know that I'm not tripping.
She answered back, thinking it was her daughter, but soon realized that her daughter wasn't even there. It was something copying her daughter's voice. This really freaked her out, but she went back to making her video, trying not to get distracted by what just happened. In a TikTok video that went viral for over a month, a content creator set up his camera to record when he suddenly heard someone calling his name from behind a curtain.
This is ridiculous.
Come in.
I'll be back.
Since he lives alone, there was no one else who could be hiding there or playing a prank on him. The voice kept calling his name strongly, and he didn't know what to do.
Didn't.
Zero.
Open the window. Christian. Hey. Come here.
He thought about opening the curtain to see what was there, but felt scared of what he might find. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out my previous one, where I explored some of the most terrifying mimic encounters caught on camera.
Hey, thanks, Keith. Appreciate that. Yeah. Yep. That was cool. That was cool. I'm glad we watched some mimic stuff. Cool stuff. Anything else anybody wants to go over before I head out? I love that. I shall check it. Thank you. You have an extra awesome day too. Ooh. Which one should I play first? There are two. I am aware of the dark, my friend. I am aware. The soul departure or Jesus first? Send things to who? Which information do you want? Here, if you're talking about me, it's realdebontheweb@gmail.com. Okay. Which one, Courtney, which one should I do? I have 2 from you. Yeah, I know. Duh. I know that. Should it be the Jesus one or should it be the soul departure one? Let me know. I think the chats might be behind. All right. We'll do a couple more and then I'm probably going to get going. Since up to you, Deb. Don't know how to send you stuff. That's why I asked. Sorry if I sound... You don't sound stupid. I just wasn't sure whose information you were asking for. Mine is realdebontheweb@gmail.com. Feel free to send anything you want. You are welcome. Thank you. I appreciate anything that you send for sure. I'll take a look at it and I'll include it next time. P.O. Box. No, they don't. They just want to send some stuff. Let's see. Have you ever watched any Shane Dawson vids? I'm not sure specifically. I am looking now. Okay. We're looking at... Not gonna let me. Come on. I will find it. I will find it. Don't you worry. Bear with me. Suddenly got so cold in here. It's ridiculous. This is interesting day. All right. Come on, buddy. Beep, beep. Come on. I can't Google search. I'll put this over.
In this next scary viral video, a spirit leaves the body. This is a must-see. Watch this.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's really wild. We had a video not that long ago of it was really sad, but someone who was homeless, and it was a video camera footage from the it was video camera footage from, I guess, an alleyway, and it showed him going over to lay down. He laid down, and then you could see in the security footage his body, his soul leaving his body. It was crazy. It was really good though. Let me find the other one. The second one I sent. Oh. On it. Jesus, Mancy's. Okay. Oh, is this the one that you were talking about the other day with the guy in the sky? One second. One second. Okay. I don't know why it's not downloading. One sec. Oh, come on. It keeps doing this. Hold on. I'm getting like an error when I download it. Apparently we've got a really cool video coming. It's just taking a minute to get. There we go. We got it. Got it. Got it. Here we go.
Is that Jesus Christ? Please. Please, our Father God. Mom, es un hombre. Es un hombre.
Jesus, is that you?
God, what is it?
Pablo Morales was outside his house in Burbank, California when he saw something strange in the sky. The unidentified floating object looks like a person descending from the clouds.
Is that Jesus Christ?
In the video, Pablo can be heard telling his family he thinks it's the second coming of Jesus. Telling his mother in Spanish it looks like a man.
Mom, es un hombre. Es un hombre.
Pablo and his family watch as the object keeps descending closer and closer to their roof. As it sinks behind the house, Pablo asks the group if they think it is balloons.
You don't think that's balloons?
No.
Looks like it's coming down.
But when he went to investigate,
Crazy.
he says there were no balloons. He also says that because the family lives near an airport, drones aren't allowed.
Mom, es un hombre.
Pablo isn't the first person to see what they believe to be a supernatural figure in the sky, of course. A man in Hoboken, New Jersey, captured this image in the clouds above the World Trade Center. On that night, 2 powerful beams of light were shining as a memorial to the victims of the September 11th terrorist attacks. A man snapped this photo of the memorial, but when he got home, he saw what looked like a human figure. And although it's not clear what caused either of these objects to appear, they have definitely inspired the people who have seen them. This is InsideEdition.com.
I think anybody who thought that was a drone is just crazy and looking for some explanation that makes sense. Yeah, that's what I think. That is crazy. That was a guy in the sky. That was a guy in the sky. For sure. Ooh. Got some more. Let's see. Oh, wait. Should I do the Portugal meteor or the fallen angel one first? Me and Courtney had to explain death to our little one because she watched an animation on YouTube of Pikachu trying to save Ash, but he died and she bawled her eyes out. Bless her. Oh my God, no. No, no, no. That hurts me. Poor thing. How did you, oh my gosh, how do you even explain it? Ugh. Poor thing. Poor thing. Let's see. I'm gonna do. All right. For anybody who's still here, which may just be very few, let's ask, do we want to do strange sounds in the sky? Do we want to do meteor stuff? Or do we want to do fallen angel stuff? First person to tell me what they want is what I'm gonna do. Just got here. Whoa, we've been going for quite some time. We're actually probably wrapping up soon. We had to explain that it's okay to feel upset about it, and that when people die, their soul lives on and goes to a better place, and that they don't feel sad. They're happy. That's nice. Did she take it? Did she take it well, or was she still sad? That's heartbreaking for little kids. Oh my gosh. Breaks my heart for little Ree. All right. Let's see. Oh, we got another one too. Judgment trumpet. We got a couple. All right. Strange sounds in the sky. Yeah, I'll do this one. Share. Copy. I'm waiting for it to download in case anybody's wondering. Almost there. Got it. Get them. This is kind of fun doing the impromptus.
Lighten up now.
That's crazy, man. Man, that's crazy. It's like a trumpet. It's like a judgment trumpet.
But yeah, the clouds definitely make it extra creepy. There's another one like this in a different location. Let's see. Are you okay, dude? Just keep showing up right here. Strange sounds in the sky. Let's see. There are actually quite a few of trumpet sounds in the sky. A lot, actually, when I search for it. I'm trying to find one specifically that was sent, but there are actually a lot. Oh, I found it. Got it. Got it. Hold on. It's so loud. All right, I found it. We're going. Ready? Oh, come on. It didn't give it to me. Come on. Come on. Here we go.
What is that, man? What the hell? Crazy.
That is crazy. And these things are everywhere. Everywhere. Wonder if the clouds are related. It does seem to be on these creepy nights, doesn't it? My face. Let's see, we've got so many. Oh, is it the Lady of the Lake that you guys are scared of? Let's find it. Because who doesn't need a good scare in the night? All right, we got it. I thought. Bear with me, dear friends. Anybody we have left. I appreciate you sticking with it. That's why I'm still here. What on earth? What? Wait, what? What am I looking at? What is this? I don't even know what to say about this. They make it so much worse. I like the skulls on each side. You guys are funny. That's amazing. I only just noticed 3 hours long. Only been here 10 minutes. God. It definitely falls off the rails. It's called thalassophobia, the fear of the deep ocean and not knowing what's below you. I have that too. If I ever go to the movies, I always put my feet up because I'm so scared. It's the same thing, but not the ocean, obviously. But I'm always scared of what's down there. I do not like not being able to see my feet. I don't like that at all. Not even a little. Yeah. So yeah, that obviously is AI, but um yeah. That's probably all for today, I think. We've been here for like so long. Let's do a live until the sun comes up challenge. We should do that one day. We should. Sun's almost up for some of my friends, so let's see, it's 10, 3 a.m. Witching hour for some. I just want to say thank you for being here and for sticking with us through this hodgepodgey time of just being sent cool videos and suggestions and looking them up on the spot. I know it took a bit, but it was quite an interesting night, I would say. Interesting conversations all around. People got real mad about flat earth. The rats are around looking for food. I really love you guys. I love this place. I love this channel. I love going live. It's fun. You guys are fun, and I really appreciate you. So, at this moment outside, a group of coyotes crying. It sounds creepy too. Oh, I know. When I lived in Maine, it was there. I know I talk about that a lot, but there was a lot of crazy experiences. I lived next to a forest, and then on the other side was a farm field that was not really active. It was, but it wasn't. They really didn't grow anything there to tend to. It was just kind of like grass, and then 2 times a year they would cut it. So it was really inactive. And at the opposite end of the farm was more of the forest. So my house was just kind of there. And I took a scope out there and like night vision, and you could just see all the eyes and hear the howling all around you. And I'll tell you, one of the creepiest things that happened there was Halloween. I was out, not like out, but like I was out of the house. And when I got home, it was, nighttime. And I was trying to get in the house. And again, pitch black, middle of nowhere, nothing. There's not a street light anywhere near my house. So it's just pitch black. And I heard chanting in the woods, like real chanting, something unholy going on out there. And so I'm like trying to be really, really quick, unlock the door, lock it behind me, get back in the house, go upstairs. And then, of course, I'm upstairs. I'm sitting in the kitchen. I'm like, wonder what's going on out there. And I can't not know. So I open the back deck and I go out there. And it was on the second level. So I felt kind of safe. So I just stood up there on the back deck and listened to these people do some sort of spell out there. Crazy. Subphobia, where you're scared of half or fully submerged objects in deep or shallow water, like a submarine. Can I tell one Mandela effect that happened to me? It's a pretty long story. I try to be as short as possible. You can. I'll read it if you want. We'll do that before we go and then call it a night. So we're going to hear a story from Spiral S or Spirals or however you want to say it. And then we're going to call it a night. I'm going to eat something and yeah, that's it. How's everyone doing today? I think we lost mostly everyone at this point, except for, let's see how many people we have currently who actually stuck here. 21. Whoa. I can't believe 23 people have stayed. That's really cool. That's really cool. Let's see if we've got our story. Have I seen forest breathe? Yeah. Yeah, I have. I have. It's so cool. Tired now, but I've got ice cream and I need to take the dogs out and put bins out, but not the couch. I have not seen trees bleed. One night I decided to go visit a childhood friend. He didn't open the door and I haven't seen him since. His house's porch had changed places to the right side of the house. I didn't care about it too much. I just thought he had renovated the house. Then the other day, I drove past the house and the porch was still where it used to be. And it was and is still so trippy to think about. So it's like you time slipped or like alternative universe slipped. That's wild. Used to be, it was, and still is so trippy to think that I walked on that porch, heard my footsteps on the wooden plank and all. That's really strange. That's really strange. That's really cool. Suicide forest? No. No, I did not. Mandela effect really messed with me. Lived and remember many things. It's a psyop to erase history. Couple of Mandela effects for you. I'll email them to you so you can read them out if you want to. Sure. I shall do that. Did you already send them? Let's see. I shall look. Yeah, that was a good story. Thank you for sharing. That's really cool. And John sent us something, but we're going to wait till John's here. He left us pretty early. Look into the suicide forest. You got it. I'll just do it on here. It'll be easier. All right. This is going to be the last of it for me, probably. I need to go eat and stuff. Suicide forest. Suicide forest in Japan. Oh, there's like a 21-minute documentary on it. Maybe we'll do that for Friday. Eh? Eh? The Watts family murder. Not yet. I will in the morning. It'll take a bit of time. Okay. No worries. Take your time, my friend. You're welcome to anytime. I appreciate it. And now that I know I sent it, I will look for it. Or that you will be sending it. I'll look for it tomorrow. What about the Watts family murder? Let's see. Whoa, there's like a really long documentary on that too. I don't know. It seems like it might be sad for us. Might be sad for us to end the night on this. Hey, Jason. If I could, I'd waffle on about all sorts of stuff on the phone to you, but I'd be at it for hours. Yeah, I'm not. I'm probably gonna head off too. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you for being here for so long. I can't believe we did this this long, but I appreciate it. I'm gonna go ahead and get. Good night to my dear friends. Good night to everyone who hung on. I hope you have a great night and have a fantastic one. Just be good to each other. Be happy. Life is short. You gotta enjoy it. So do that. I love you guys. Shall talk to some of you later. I shall talk to some of you tomorrow. I shall talk to all of you at some point. Talk soon. Love you guys. Good night.